Good afternoon. You've seen Avatar and you've seen Jurassic Park. Now it's time to see Return of the Hornet. Okay, enough of the silly jokes. Welcome to another one of my motorcycle videos. This is of a Honda Hornet CBF 600 2000 plate with 27,000 miles on the clock. Purpose of these videos, if you've not seen one before, is to give a fair appraisal of what the bike's all about. Pick out its upsides if it's got any, pick out its downsides if it's got any, and for that purpose we need to get up close and personal. So let's start. As per normal, the tyre measurements will be at the end of this video and with the ad itself, but so let's get going. First thing I check is lipping on the discs, well, if there is any, and at 27,000 miles you wouldn't expect any, and there isn't any. Front guard, ain't a mark on it, good as the day it came out the factory. It's got these hell braided lines on the front and also on the rear. It's got these mini indicators front and rear, as you'll see in a minute, as well fitted. Headlamp, glass on these, there's no chips or cracks in it. Looking round the rim, the sides of any slide damage, there isn't any. Clocks also important on these, if they go over they tend to get scuffed up. They're untouched. Fork seals, check to see if they're leaking, they're not. I can see, also on these radiators where they stick out, you take a wallop, they bend. It hasn't, because it hasn't been over. It's got this aftermarket radiator cover on it too. Right, let's come up here first before we go anywhere else. It's got these sexy mirrors on it, snazzy looking things. It's got these Titax levers on it, clutch and brake lever. What we're looking for really is the ends here to see if there's any slide damage. There isn't, but also pointing out this sexy aftermarket stuff it's got too. While we're up here, the tank is all good. It's got some little markings around the front edge there, but other than that it's fair and square. It's got crash bobbins on it. Now it does have a mark on the bottom of this, but I haven't seen a mark anywhere else on the bike, so I don't know what it's about. But they're big chunky crash bobbins, so it will take any hits if you ever do go over. But there's no signs of it ever going for a slide. It's also got this aftermarket colour-coded belly pan. Not a mark on that either. Then we're looking at rear brake lever, driver's peg and pillion peg on this side to see if there's any signs of any slide damage. There isn't. Right hand seat panel, all in one piece, no damage or scratches to that. This brushed steel cover is all good, there's no big dinks, dents, scratches in that. Right hand side of this seat cowl is all good, although they are well tucked out the ways, but you do sometimes see a mark if the bikes have been over. That's all good. It's got this very, very expensive seat cover on it. Normally when people do aftermarket stuff, if you have a look at some of the stuff I've done, it's a bit gaudy and it's questionable, but this one I think is very tasteful, and it would have cost an arm and a leg, probably in the region of 250 quid. What does that mean? Yeah, 250 quid on the seat. What it means is the guy obviously loved his bike to spend 250 quid, well, plus the brake lines, plus the belly pan, plus the crash bobbins, plus the radiator cover, plus the front brake lines, plus the Titax levers, Renthal bars, which you'll see in a minute, and the mirrors. I could go on. What does it mean? Spent a lot of money on it. If you spend a lot of money on something, you don't abuse it. So it's not just a question of how much you spent on it, but how much you loved it. So you can bet it's been looked after. Right. Shut up, John. Get on with the appraisal. Coming down on the left hand side. Oh, it does have a little mark here. But I can feel that. That seems, the way it's dug in, it seems like it's had a strap over here or something and it's just worn into it. It certainly isn't slide damage. Chain and sprockets, I've been down there, they're all good. left hand pillion peg, left hand driver's peg, and gear lever. They extend a long way out. If they go over, they take a wallop. No marks on those whatsoever. Engine cover, again untouched. This huge great big crash bob in here, again untouched. See the other side of the seat, the other side of the tank, the clutch lever and the mirror on this side, all good. The other side of the radiator, again it's nice and square, not been knocked back by any slides. Quick view of the left hand side of the front mudguard and the headlamp rim and clocks. So can't really see, it's 2000, so 15 years old, certainly doesn't look it. So this is the pilot's eye view. Let's have a go at starting it. Yep, starts as it should on the button. Turn the choke down, feather it off. Got the mileage there. And round here, so you can have a listen to that sewing machine of an engine. With these standard cans on them, they're really not very loud at all. Most people change these, give it more of a raucouser sound. But there it goes, ticking away like a sewing machine. And it doesn't leak oil. I'll shut it up, take a few steps back so you can take one last look at it in the flesh. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed your popcorn.